This game is overpriced. Ignore that. It's overpriced. I need something else to play, please. I need my very fast speedy racing game.
Nah, you.
The f*** say to me, you little
See guys, I told you I'm not a Sonic YouTuber. I do videos on other games. Wait, so do I like change the background or like... Hello there. Extreme Formula, also known as XF Extreme Formula, whatever the heck you want to call it, is a very peak racing game. First off, this game isn't overpriced. Mario Kart World. Sonic Racing Cross World. Let's talk about the gameplay first. This game is inspired by F-Zero, and it's made by the same dude who made Spark the Electric Jester. I should do a video on that game. So this game's like any other racing game. It's got a drive button and a turn button, but it's also got a boost button and a strafe button. The boost is kind of self-explanatory, but it has got its own little things. The strafe is kind of like a quick step in Sonic games, but you can kind of hold it. It's actually really fun to use. You can also kind of use it like a drift. The boost you don't just hold, you kind of just press it and then press it again and then again and then again, but you can hold it. If you hold it, then when the boost is done, it just presses it again by itself, so you don't have to be spamming the entire time. That red line on the UI is your overboosting bar. The higher it is, the faster you'll go on your next boost. It does sound kind of weird, but once you try it for yourself, it's actually really not that bad. It feels really nice. That blue bar at the top right that says O2 is your boost meter. There's also a brake button, and when you brake, you could turn really clean to make sharp turns, but it's like more of like an emergency turn because it slows you down so much and takes away a lot of your momentum. Then there's also precise turning. Basically, when you turn, you go like a little bit slower, so when you use precise turning, it doesn't do it at all. We will talk more about this when we get to the environments, but basically there's these little sections where you're straight in outer space and you can't use your boost, but there's no limit to how fast you can go, so if you use precise turning, it helps you get faster. But when you use precise turning, you turn really slow. There's also like a little attack button where you can attack other people. It's really funny to use. It looks very goofy. Also, if you crash into walls a lot, you will actually break and die. Yes, you will like explode and die. Yeah. Same thing with falling off, but it only does it when you're playing in tournament mode, which is basically Grand Prix mode. Also, if you're in last place and you really don't want to be in last place, you can press the Y button and it will start zooming you really fast, and you can stay like this as long as you want until you break and die. Anyways, let's get into the environments now. This game takes place far into the future where humans can like explore planets like it's nothing, and they can also terraform planets like it's absolutely nothing. So yeah, in the lore, people live on these planets and they also live on their moons as well. It's a really cool concept, and it makes these tracks look so interesting. Like, I love how when you're on Saturn, you can see the ring at the top and there's flying cars everywhere and the entire city's just floating and everything's floating because Saturn is a gas giant and gas giants don't have any floor, so you know, it's like floating in the clouds and stuff. There's a story mode coming soon, but it's not really out yet because again, it's coming soon. But if you want to know the lore, you could also read the descriptions of each planet and moon, and yeah, you can learn some pretty interesting things. I'm not going to say it here, I'm going to let you go see it yourself. I'm not going to spoil all of it. There is some tracks that take place on Earth, but Earth is boring. There's this really cool one where it's like a giant ring and the entire thing is just you going on a giant loop. I actually think that one's really cool. Anyways, for tournaments, there's Mercury Cup, Venus Cup, Earth Cup, Moon Cup, Mars Cup, Jupiter Cup, Saturn Cup, and Outer Cup, which is Uranus. Yes, I'm saying Uranus. And no, there's no Neptune Cup. Sorry, Neptune fans. But one of the Outer Cup tracks takes place on one of Neptune's moons, Triton. Not all of these cups take place on just the planets. Some of the tracks take place on their moons. But Earth's moon has its own cup for some reason. But hey, I ain't complaining. There's this really cool one on one of Saturn's moons called Titan. On Titan, the people that live there are in this like giant facility, which out of that facility, there's like a giant city. And basically one of them, you're on the side of the facility and there's a window and you could see outside and it looks really cool. Another cool track is in Uranus where you're like driving around and you can go into a cloud and then it's like all thundery inside of the cloud, and then you come out of the cloud and it's all nice again, and then you go back in the cloud and it's all thundery. It's really cool. Some levels have space sections where when you go into it, there's like no sound because there's no sound in space, and the physics are like a little bit different. And lastly, the music kind of like fades out kind of and sounds kind of like it's underwater for like a little bit and then turns back eventually. But I don't know, that's kind of cool. I like that little effect. I wish the music didn't change back though. I wish it was just like that until you go back into the regular section again. They probably made it go back because there's some levels where it's just the entire thing is in space except for like very few little parts where it's not. There's also these little sections where you're on the water, which is really nice. The physics are a little bit different, and I think you go a little bit slower, but it's okay. It's not like bad. These sections are actually like really fun. There's also these sections that are flying, which is kind of cool. I like this part in Saturn where you have to like land on the little cube so you can hit the boost panels to go faster. That's kind of all I want to say with without spoiling everything, so now let's talk about the music, because the music in here is actually really good. This one takes place on Callisto, which is one of Jupiter's moons. It's called Frigid Metropolis. It's a pretty nice track, actually. This song is good sometimes, then it kind of gets kind of bad. But then there's also this part, which is like really, really good. Yeah, that had me ascending. There's also this one that I like. Which just sounds alright, but then wait till you get to this part. Anyways, if you want to hear the full songs, I'll link them in the description. The songs aren't officially out yet, but people have ripped them from the files, so I'm just going to link that. I'll also link the other songs from this game that I was playing in the background. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe so that I don't have to get a real job and I can stay at home forever and sleep all day. And I'll see y'all in the next video, if that comes out anytime soon. Okay, bye now.